Welcome back to another episode on our property. Previously, a house was inundated by floodwaters and we've been busy on the cleanup and trying to get our life sorted and back on track. We've removed everything from the house, insurance has stripped most of it out, and we have cleaned our shed and remaining items. All whilst moving between Airbnbs, keeping the business running, and 4 kids alive. It's been a busy time, but we've kept filming what we can to show you guys the process. Proudly supported by Opus, Ultimate 9, Superior Engineering, GME, Tie Gear, and in part by... Back again, next episode, update on the house got flooded. We haven't really filmed much for the last,
I'm not watching house.
There's no water in the house now?
Yeah.
Yes. So I haven't filmed anything for the last 4 or 5 days. We've just been working at the Airbnb, kids, school, the rest of our life. But back here, it's the weekend. We're moving the Airbnb in 2 days. So we're back here with like 2 carfuls of stuff to try and organise this shed a bit more. But they have finished off stripping out the whole house now. So we'll do a bit of a tour. House tour.
House tour, woo. No,
What the hell? The whole ground's gone.
Yeah, they pulled out all the tiles. I mean, the concrete's a bit like funny where the tiles come up. It's all like uneven and stuff.
That's
no, that was the shower.
that's like
a floor. That's a bar.
why do they do it right to the top?
Because it was all tiled, so they have to retile the whole thing, I think, top to bottom. So since we last showed the house, the whole kitchen's gone. It's out. They've left that top cupboard there, but everything else is gone. Obviously, the whole house is, pulled out at 1200, and they've gone and completely ripped out both bathrooms as well. So this all bathroom and laundry is ripped out because, the water got in under behind it. They didn't use proper waterproofing gyprock or whatever when they made it, so it all had to go. And same with our little ensuite over there. That's had to get ripped out as well, and all the rooms are the same, back to 1200. No more kitchen here. But there's all our appliances there. So dishwasher, I think that's going. They replaced that. There's some of our kitchen benching here, actually. What is that?
That's a bathroom.
Oh yeah, that's the bathroom one. So I assume this stuff, like they keep the toilets, the stove, top and oven. I don't know, they try and keep some of this stuff that didn't go in the water. So yeah, the house is fully stripped out now. And then they said, so today's Sunday. So the floods happened 2 weeks ago on a Monday. So, that 13, 14 days ago. And then they said on Tuesday, they've got the hygienists, I believe they call them, booked in. So they come in and they're going to put all big drying machinery through the house and start cleaning and drying all the wall studs as well. Like all these are dry. I don't know how high the water came. The water probably only came up around here on them. But they have to dry and clean all your bottom ones, all your wall studs the whole way through. Get the house all cleaned out as best they can and then get your big drying machinery in, and they leave that in here going for a couple of weeks. So the builder said I've got to make sure I contact insurance when all the drying machinery's in here, because they'll cover that electricity bill. Otherwise it'll cost me a lot of money in electricity. And then the pool people have been out here and they've flocked it, which I don't know what flocking it is, but they've done that and that starts the cleaning process. So as we can see,
There's a yabby down there.
Well,
A prawn thing.
we got a prawn in the pool.
Hungry?
But obviously it's starting to look heaps better than what it did. Yeah, there'd be like a big thick layer of mud on the bottom, but the water is cleaning up. He said they can't drain the whole thing because of the ground, otherwise you risk popping your whole pool up out of the ground, the ground being all wet and that. And obviously over time they're going to have to fix up the damages and stuff that happened in this pool area. There was also a plumber out here earlier in the week and he jetted all the sewers and all the stormwater drains and that, just to get any gunk out of them that came up in the flooding. But he said they were all not too bad, but a couple of our stormwater drains are just blocked from years of crushed underground, so we got to redo some of our guttering and downpipes in the future anyway. Now we're starting this 105 build tomorrow and the shed's just chaos at the minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to push Berto's ute out to here and just store that outside for the minute. It doesn't need to be inside. And then we're going to get everything that we need stacked up, like all our stuff stacked up on this side of the shed, and maybe make a little gym at the front here just so we can keep doing exercise, because it's been missing out on being able to do that.
It's out.
He's out.
So that's this side cleaned up a bit. We got a freezer, our washing machine, dryer. Won't be able to use our washing machine here obviously because it's not connected, but we can at least use our dryer, microwave, fridge. And then we started stacking some of our house stuff up there. A lot of it we're storing out at my dad's, and a lot of it got chucked anyway, so we don't have heaps left. Still got the merch here, so that'll be fine there for the moment. And now we're just gonna lay our mats out and make ourselves like just a little gym exercise station, just so we don't lose our health and fitness during all of these, like we have been the last 2 weeks. And Demi's gonna have a mental breakdown because we've been eating probably not the best food and we haven't been doing any exercise, so got to get this back. Besides Pilates.
I'm so strong. Everything's gone.
Me in higher room.
You're in Jasper's room.
Me in Tiki room.
You're in Felix's room.
Me in baby room.
You're in your room.
Yes.
Crazy. So weird.
Mommy here.
Bathroom gone.
So we got this all heaps tidied up now, so we got a little gym space here, which is good. We got some house stuff there, so we're gonna have to like cover this up when we're working or whatever. Some of our household items, but as used, it's finished outside for the moment. We got our nice big concrete slab here at least, where the cars and people can hang out and play. And then we still got our hoist space here, and then we got a free space over this side and a dining area maybe. We're still working out where we're going to put that table. And then we got a couple of cars chock-a-block full of stuff, which is going to go out to my dad's for storage. So we're taking that out now. And I've also organised some people to come here soon, maybe next weekend, with machinery and get this driveway all topped and tidied up and maybe try get rid of that dirt, but it still could be too wet for the moment. But at least if we get all this area tidied up and nice, and then we can start cleaning up all our yard and that, it'll feel much better. And we are going with the caravan option. So I've organised the caravan through insurance, and then Opus is being kind enough to lend us a second caravan, and we'll have the OP2 as well. So between our family of 6, we'll have 2 caravans, off-road camper here. We'll have the shed, and we've got the big slab here in the yard, and pool will be fixed soon. And then, yeah, the plan is to just stay here while it all gets fixed and the house starts coming back together.
Welcome to my crib.
So this is most of our belongings stacked out here in, well, I used to sleep in this room. This is my old room from Dad's. She is filled up with most of our remaining stuff. The pool guy's been back again today. He did have to replace the pool pump. That was stuffed because it went underwater. So he's replaced that, got the pool pumping again, and he suctioned all the mud out of the bottom, taking some time, sucked a heap of mud and water out. So it's looking heaps better. He's put some salt and that through it, and then we're just topping it up now with a little bit more water, but that's crazy. It's come a long way. I didn't know you could rebuild a pool like that. Tuesday, 2 weeks-ish, 15 days or something since the floods happened. So I've been here the last couple of days. Berta and I are back in the shed working. We've been doing this 105 and filming content and preparing for this up-and-coming Cape York trip. The restoration company has been here today, so I did get a little bit of footage. I popped that up. They went through and vacuumed the whole house, like vacuumed all the dust and dirt and everything off the floor. And then they went through and gurneyed the whole house. And they said it all generally looks okay in there, nothing too crazy, not too bad. So they cleaned it right out, and then we'll go for a walk through in a sec. They've left all drying equipment in there now. So he said they're going to come back and check it in 3 days on Friday, see how it's tracking, but they predict they'll have to leave it drying through till next week at some point, where it should be all fully dried out, all the studs, everything looking really nice. And then they moisture and mold test everything, and then anything they think's not up to standard, they will replace. Like you said, if they need to replace any of the wall studs or anything like that, then they will. He said just to keep all the windows and doors and everything locked up so they can get as much heat cycling through the house as possible, but we'll just quickly pop in and see what's going on. Wow, that's crazy. They got so many in here. They got like a few in each room. So they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 machines in here. So that's just blowing air, and then that'd be like a big humidifier thing. But yeah, she's looking nice. It smells all good in here now. It smells quite nice. It smells fresh. That's going to be drying in here for a while now. Get her all dried out. Well, they're definitely onto it. Only 15 days since the house first flooded, and like the house is underwater for 5 days. So it was only 10 days ago the house came out from actually being flooded. And yeah, they've got a fair bit done in that time. So we're pretty happy with that. It's definitely all moving forward and tracking pretty good. We're very worn out, but it's been tough. There's been a lot going on. We had to spend a lot of time the last couple of days packing up our Airbnb and organising our lives and everything. Demi's currently the new Airbnb at the moment, checking into that and getting all that sorted while Berto and I here are working and filming and making content. So just trying to keep like the 4 kids going, schools, activities, keep the business running, like our life, just Airbnb, all over the place. Like, it's okay, like we're doing all right, but we're just very tired, very worn out. And yeah, a couple of caravans from Opus are on their way. Still probably be a little bit yet. I'm not exactly sure, another 2 or 3 weeks, but we'll be in the Airbnb till they get here, which yeah, that's all being covered by insurance, obviously, apart from the second caravan, which Opus has been kind enough to lend us. But yeah, we're just worn out. It's been pretty stressful, pretty tiring, pretty exhausting, and I don't know, the whole situation, like, we're getting through it. There was a couple of days last week there where it really got to me. Like, I was just pretty miserable for a couple of days. Just like, I don't know, I felt like we worked really hard and we thought we found like the perfect house and property that was going to suit everything we needed, but then yeah, this happened. And so I don't know, we're just trying to work out the future, like, you know, what we're going to do. We don't really want to just wait around for it to happen again. Could be a year away, could be 20 years away, who knows. But it's more just, I think the future and what we're going to do moving forward has been just, I know it's getting to me a bit, sort of the dream, property dream and house dream and shed dream got a little bit crushed. Anyways, well, yeah, not much we can do now, but let this house dry out for a week.
Where are we, Zeffie?
It's house.
Beach house?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is our second Airbnb for the flood, foreseeable flood future. Oh, this is nice.
Oh, this nice.
This is nice.
Yeah. This.
So we got the kitchen. That's such a nice kitchen.
Oh,
Upstairs? Whoa. Well, let's look down here first.
No.
That's locked. There's one bedroom. There's the laundry. And another bedroom. It's like kind of downstairs. That's cute.
Oh, this my room.
Is this your room? You gonna sleep in here with Yaya or Fifi?
Sisi.
Okay.
And Mama.
Really?
Yes.
You go up first. And then there's another lounge room. And that's outside. And oh, what's in here?
This.
Whoa.
House is up to about day 5 or 6 of drying now, I believe. It is getting fairly dry in there. Machines are still going. I don't know, everywhere's dry. All the wall studs and that look pretty dry, but in shocking revelations, we actually have some very nice sunny weather going on at the moment. So the last few days have been sunny. It's a very sunny weekend. It's a June long weekend, and we've got a heap more sunshine coming as well. It's only winter sun, so it's only about 20 degrees, but it is sort of drying this area right out. But Demi and I are here sort of over the weekend. We're going to try and clear out the rest of the rubbish at the place. We're going to do a few tip runs, and we're getting some sand as well to start clearing up all this ground. So all this ground sort of next to the concrete slab, obviously I all got pretty messed up in that when we did the slab, plus just it's been so wet walking back and forth to the sheds and across all this ground, like it's just brought all the mud up through it and it's all pretty crappy. So I did already have some sand there that was left over from the sandbags from the flood, but I've gone to the local garden centre, got some in the trailer. So we just got half a cubic metre, which is $47, and we might go get another one or whatever. I'm just sort of spreading it across all this ground here, because from everyone I spoke to, they said sand's sort of really good to help tidy up your ground and firm it up and all that sort of thing, and then the grass can grow back up through it. So we got a bit of yard work and rubbish runs going on.
Another day
That's the first half a cube. Nearly just about all spread out. It looks heaps better with the sand coming up through the ground instead of the mud, and that should help firm it all back up. We're gonna have to go get another half cube to do all that area over there. But we may as well put a load of rubbish in this trailer so we can go to the rubbish tip, then get the sand on the way back. Obviously all the house is empty, but we've still got bits of furniture sitting around outside the house everywhere. So some stuff here, couch there, and then still some stuff strewn around up here that all needs to go to the tip.
Oh my god. Let's move it out here so it doesn't hit the windows.
Pick it. Start it up.
Why is my house blocked? Why my house? Why?
You know, like those rooms where you pay like a lot of money to go smash things to pieces.
Yeah.
This is us taking out all the anger from the floods, just smashing all our house to pieces. Goodbye, cherished memories. You can see it's all like rotting down the bottom.
Yeah.
That's one full trailer load of rubbish ready to go to the tip. It's a June long weekend. There's a lot of police around at the moment, so I'll make sure we tie everything down properly. Got the trusty tie gear straps. How much do you reckon this is going to be?
$54.
I reckon 145. $93 to get rid of $2,000 worth of furniture. And another half cube of sand. In she goes.
Can you look at it there?
Meow. Zeph's got a sand pit to play in for a little while. And then we're going to have some lunch because we're absolutely starving. We got some fruit, drinks, and chicken salad rolls. And our favourite after lunch muesli bars. These things are bloody delicious. Bro. Time to move some more sand.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you.
That's all this area here covered in sand. I'm not sure what it'll do, but hopefully it helps. At least the ground's mostly back to even now. We just got to finish smoothing it off, and that'll hopefully help make this area a little bit less wet because the sand will help absorb the water out quicker than the mud. Trailer's empty, time to fill it up with rubbish. All our mattresses, goodbye.
You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you.
4 mattresses and a couch loaded up, ready to go to the tip. Goodbye, couch.
Me doing all the work as usual?
No, I'm just the only one that gets the bloody camera out. I did 10 minutes of work and then I get the camera out to film you doing 20 seconds of work. Goodbye, mattresses. Mattresses, 30 bucks each. There was 4 of them, 120, plus it must have been $10 for the couch because that was $130 to get rid of all of that. Back at the house, getting the last of the rubbish. And there is some stuff that's way down the back there, including tyres and some rubbish bags down there that have washed over from the neighbour's house, so we got to go get them. That's our paddleboard stick. Opus. They're tyres.
Finally get my curtains getting taken care of. Goodbye curtains, hello. Probably no new curtains for the next 12 months because we won't have a house.
Successful day. Lots done and cleaned up at the property. Doesn't look like a junkyard anymore.
Feels good. Feels real good.
Back again the next day, getting rid of the last of this rubbish. That's the rubbish dropped off, and then first job today is we are at Bunnings getting a few materials because we need to redo our path to the clothesline. Weed mat, rakes, compactor, level, and a wood saw. We got our tools from Bunnings. Now we're at the garden supply centre and we need to choose our materials to make our path. So we need stepping stones. We're still deciding on pavers, edging and a pebble topping, but we're just going to get the crusher dust and head out there and start prepping it all and then work out a plan as the day goes on. Half a cube of crusher dust, which I forget, it was somewhere around the $40 mark, maybe 37. And then what we're going to do today is we've got this old path here that sort of got a bit wrecked and mushed up and destroyed. So we're going to try and rebuild it. We've never built a path before, so don't take this as a how-to and go easy on us, but you can feel free to give us some tips. But I figured this would be a good place to start with our first homemade path because it's only it's only a short one. It's maybe about 4 meters across there. The plan is we're going to dig it out, lay some weed mat, lay some crusher dust, compact it down, lay maybe like 4 pavers, some edging, and then some gravel around it to make a little nice footpath from come out of the laundry door, across the concrete slab and over to the clothesline. First step is going to be get these old pavers up. We've got our shape there and it's roughly about 900 the whole way along. We're just going to mark it with spray paint and then we're going to dig it down and dig it out. Colourful spray paint would have been better, but we only got black on us here at the moment. But we can see it. Start digging, good luck. We dug out our trench there, made it somewhat level, even, flattish, whatever you want to call it. We winged it, hope for the best. So we've got some weed mat now, and what that'll do is when the gravel pathway is there, it'll reduce chances and weeds coming up through it over time. But I figured we'd lay it down in there. It's 900 wide, which is how wide we want our path to be, 900 mil. So we sort of lay it down in there, and we can see how we're looking. It's not too bad, about 900 the whole way across. We were going to use these boards to like make an edging so then we could screed the crusher dust across. But what we're thinking is maybe we'll just duck back to the landscaping place and grab our actual edging. We're going to use like metal run things. So we put the metal runs in either side, then they're in. Then we can crusher dust through the middle of them and use the edging to screed it. Alright, we got some measurements. The garden shop's not open very much longer, so we're thinking we'll run back out now. We'll get our edging, we'll get our pavers, and we'll grab our topping pebbles. We're probably just going to have to shovel all of that out somewhere. We're at the landscape place. There's a lot of choices here. We're kind of thinking this small river stone. It's not too expensive. We'll get half a cube of that and then we can fill in around the pavers. We wanted a smaller river stone, but they don't have it. And the one we were going to is closed. So now we're at our other garden centre.
He said if we don't choose soon, we'll be out of fuel.
And then we got our pavers. We only need 5 or 6 for that path, so we'll get 6 and then we'll work it out. They were $16.50 each. And then we got some edging as well. So rocks, pavers, edging, and actually pegs for the edging.
Oh, can anyone please tell us if anyone knows of like the glue stuff that you put on top of rocks?
Glue it together.
Glue together without making it look like you glued them together.
Guess how much all this was?
$500.
No, $370.
Oh.
Plus what we got this morning. But you know, obviously we've got extra material to make our second path too, but you may as well call it like $400 to make this little garden pathway to the clothesline.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know. I've never done one before. We're back. We'll keep going.
With another.
Demi's already half done the job without even turning the camera on.
We're pegging down the weed mat with these that came with the edging, and there's kangaroo literally coming towards us. What the f are you doing, bro? What are you doing, bro?
Hey. Get out of here, champ. And then those things is what the edging mounts to as well. Well, we got there. That's about 900 wide the whole way along. What do they say? Measure twice, cut once. We measured 63 times and cut 92 times, and we got it done.
We got it done, that's the main thing. That's the main thing.
3 mil in that.
And then we got that all level across there now. So we'll put our weed mat down and start putting our crusher dust in.
Everything's behind fine. And how's their head? Random.
We're just filling it all up with crusher dust, and then we bought one of these as well, which is a compactor. You can get like electronic hand push ones like a lawnmower, but they're pretty expensive. That was like 70 bucks, and it's only a small area, so we're just hand compacting all the crusher dust as we go, so it's nice and firm underneath. So we've got that fairly filled out with crusher dust, and we want to level the pavers with our edging, which we're getting close to doing now. So now we're sort of going to start leveling these pavers out and then fitting them along that path there.
Now if someone had
Follow me.
I follow you.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
You're actually like perfectly spaced out.
That's sick.
No.
So we got all our 6 pavers laid down. They're all level. We've compacted them all so there's no movement in it when you walk on them. I'd say the only thing that's slightly weird is that little corner there. It's sort of hard because it's a curved path and like straight edge meets angled edge, and I don't know whether you'd cut a little bit of a paver and put it there, or I don't know, you'd probably just leave it. I don't think it'll matter, especially once you fill it up with gravel, but that's sick. That's her. Now we'll start bringing our river stone over and filling the gaps.
Coming from a rainy Thursday on the avenue.
It's coming up 5 o'clock, getting dark. Took us most of the day, well not too bad, it was maybe about 4 or 5 hours work I suppose you'd call it, plus a couple of runs to the garden shops, and what was it, 350, 400 bucks in material. Got ourselves a nice little garden path there out to the clothesline to fix the one that was all busted and damaged. Let us know how we went, any tips, tricks for doing it next time. Hopefully if we get another flood it doesn't wash away. What do you reckon of your new clothesline path?
I'm so proud of us.
Nice job.
We're still married. Oh,
It's the final day of the June long weekend. It is the afternoon. Demi and I just spent the morning this morning at the Airbnb doing a whole heap of computer work, emails, editing, catching up on all that sort of stuff. We figured we'd come out of the property this afternoon and do a bit more yard work. The weather's sunny, it's very windy, but the ground is all pretty much well and truly dried out now. So we're going to get the fires going. Demi's on the lawnmower. We're going to start cleaning this place up, getting all the sticks and rubble off the yard everywhere and mowing all the grass. I can't find a lighter, so I've had to improvise. I'm going to use my gas cooker to light these and then start the fire. Hopefully that works.
Vacuum of my heart. What is happening to me? Crazy, some say.
I'm just coming along in front of Demi, picking up all the sticks, putting them in a wheelbarrow, taking them over, burning them, while she's mowing behind me. That way she's not mowing down sticks the whole time she's mowing.
Another day is here and I am still alive. I'll say these words aloud, they speak from the inside. And every time I see you, you just walk away.
That's that whole section through there done, sticks picked up and all the grass mowed. We can't really go over in that area yet, it's still a little bit too wet. We'll start working our way down towards the back. I don't know how much more we will get done today though, as it is already getting late, the sun's starting to go down. Zeph is awake from his afternoon nap, so he's going to be up all night tonight. But I got the chainsaw over and we've got a few big logs lying around the yard. The first one's here, so we're going to start cutting that up and burning it. That's that fire there, stacked to the brim with wood. It's getting dark, we are nearly out of light. So we're just going to spend the last 15 minutes or so of daylight. We won't light it today, but stacking up this bigger burn pile down the back here. We've got wood and rubble all across the ground everywhere. The sun's just gone down behind us over there. We stacked up as much wood as we could over that direction, but we wanted to come sit by this fire and enjoy the rest of the daylight. Nice big warm fire going. We got drinks, we got snacks, and we're going to enjoy our property. It's very nice here, just the house is not livable.
It's so nice when it's so nice.
Yeah.
My question to you is it more depressing that it can be so nice, or would you think it'd be more depressing if it was just like a swamp 24 hours a day, 7 days a week?
I don't know. I feel like if it was bad all the time, then it'd be an easy decision of just how can we get out of here.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's good a lot of the time too, it kind of makes it harder to choose. Do we want to stay and make it work, or do we want to get out of here? That fire is so nice and warm. Anyways, we'll finish up this episode here. I know this is not forward driving like my channel normally is, but if you want to see more episodes like this, let us know. Updates from the flood and stuff around our house.